Tonight on News 5 Live, the High Court upholds the Chief Magistrate's decision. Justice Nanton maintains that Inspector Christopher Martinez must serve his full prison sentence. Education Minister Francis Fonseca says the government is considering online classes for flood-affected communities, including Crooked Tree. The
Belize! It has been a long time coming, and now, November 30th, yours truly, DJ Quest from the 268 Antigua, I will be live in your city. Let us get ready for the greatest night of your life.
You are the music go down me jump on it. The other bill over me up. We pretty feel she never me to go. Them drop it, if it down now. Why you bubble and drop it low. So me so very hard. Fiesta, fun but get a car. Shan, rocket, gunner, selector, two root, detention.
And welcome to News 5 Live for Friday, November 29th. I am Sabrina Daly. Inspector Christopher Martinez, who pleaded guilty to wounding a businessman while detained at a police station, must remain incarcerated. The High Court dismissed his appeal, meaning that he must serve the remaining 3 months of the 5-month sentence handed down by Chief Magistrate Jayani Wegodapoya in September. The appeal hearing, led by Justice Candice Nanton, skipped the appellant's stay of execution and dove straight into the substantive arguments. After more than an hour, Justice Nanton dismissed the appeal, stating there was nothing wrong with the original sentence. She noted that the 5-month sentence was not excessive and could have been longer. Martinez should consider himself lucky, as sentences can increase on appeal. Representing Martinez was senior counsel Hubert Elrington, with over 50 years of experience. The appeal ended with some tension between Elrington and the judge. In an interview, Elrington explained that he felt ambushed, believing the hearing was for a stay rather than the appeal itself. He requested more time, but this was denied. The Crown was represented by DPP Sherilyn Vidal.
The learned judge of appeal sitting at the High Court level felt that the magistrate had observed the legal requirements and the sentence was not unduly harsh and would not cause the ordinary Belizean on Albert Street, say in Belize area, to be startled or alarmed by the harshness of the sentence. So she decided that she was not going to interfere with the sentence. She also brought up gratuitously that a sentence appeal can be increased as well as decreased. And she wanted to know from the DPP whether she was applying to have the sentence increased. The learned DPP indicated to her that they had not appealed the sentence, and she would not be jumping into that at this stage. She would remain at the stage that they had begun. They were not going to challenge the length of the sentence.
So in the end, Inspector Martinez has to continue his 5-month sentence. He has 3 months remaining.
The sentence imposed on him by the Chief Magistrate in September, I think it was the 13th of September, was upheld.
Inspector Christopher Martinez admitted to wounding businessman Aaron Flowers back in 2022. The Ministry of Education is still figuring out how to best support students in the areas hardest hit by the floods. For the past 2 weeks, we've been reporting on several communities left partially underwater following the passage of Tropical Storm Sarah. Residents have had to wait for the waters to recede or find alternative ways to get in and out of their communities. Earlier this week, we shared the story of students in Crooked Tree Village who woke up at 3:30 in the morning to catch a boat out of the village. Today, we asked the Minister of Education, Francis Fonseca, about the efforts being made to help these students. Here's what he had to say.
For students that are living in these areas affected by the floods like Crooked Tree, there is some concern with residents of how early they have to get up to go to class and the struggle they're having to pay attention and get back home and do their studies. Is there any assistance that's being provided for them or any talks of possibly moving classes online?
Yeah, there's an ongoing discussion about that matter. As you know, the ministry, when it was required, we canceled classes, we postponed classes. But yes, we're looking at all of those alternatives. In those cases, we work very closely with the managements. We work with the principals of those schools. But we don't want to do anything, any general policy. It has to be targeted. Certain schools are affected in a manner, in a much more substantive way than others. So we address it on a school-by-school basis. But yes, we are working with all of those affected schools in those communities, especially in the River Valley right now, to try to address those, wherever students are not able to go to school, to come up with an alternative plan.
Assessments are still ongoing to determine the extent of damage Tropical Storm Sarah's recent flooding has caused to the agricultural sector. Prime Minister John Bersenio has already hinted that the numbers will be staggering. Meanwhile, reports are coming in that some products are being smuggled into the country and sold on the local market. In San Pedro, for instance, there's been an influx of contraband watermelon, likely due to the impact on local supplies. Minister of Agriculture Jose Abelardo Mai was asked about this issue.
That's one of the problems we have when you have very porous borders, that if you have a problem with your production, with your supply, clearly there will be illegal importation. But San Pedro has always been a problem for us with contraband. Always. Right? And so that doesn't surprise me that they have contraband in the market. But again, whenever you have bad weather and you lose your crops, you lose your hot pepper, you lose your sweet pepper, you lose your tomatoes, I mean, they will try to find a way to import. And maybe we do consider when we don't have, and our officers go to the field and ensure that there's no carrot, that there's no tomato, there's no cabbage, and then we import. You will find that you give a small license to import cabbage, and then you find out that, oh, a farmer in Valley Peace had cabbage, and then the wheeling up begins. Who never report this? You know, and so it is a constant challenge for us, right? And sometimes farmers don't report, and there are so many farmers, sometimes our officers sleep up. But if there's no product, somebody else supply it. And that's the challenge we have every time.
The Belize National Teachers Union has had enough. In a press release on Thursday, the union expressed its frustration over the government's lack of progress in delivering the overdue increments to teachers nationwide. We asked Minister of Education Francis Fonseca how the government plans to respond to this outcry. He acknowledged the issue, saying the government shares the teachers' frustration. Here's more on that.
It's a frustrating issue. And as I have repeatedly said to the BNTU, everyone at the Ministry of Education, in fact everyone in the government of Belize, is committed to resolving this matter. We don't get credit for it, but this is a matter that goes back to 2018. 2018, our government, our Ministry of Education, working along with the Treasury Department and the Accountant General, have brought back all of that from 2018 up to 2023. So what we're dealing with now is 2023 and the current year, trying to deal with those issues. Now we've almost resolved everything for 2023, so there are other issues in terms of 2024, but we are working tirelessly. Everyone is working, and the BNTU knows this because we have regular meetings with them to discuss this matter. So we're trying to address and resolve this matter as quickly as possible. Obviously, we know that teachers want and deserve their increments, their allowances. So everybody is focused on getting it accomplished, and we certainly hope that it will be resolved at the earliest possible time.
They asked to have it paid tax-free. Is this a feasible option?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to speak on that because that's something I would have to discuss with the Ministry of Finance. They're the ones who would have to make that decision. But I'm certainly willing to have that conversation with the Ministry of Finance.
Belize is still free from the New World screwworm, but for how long? Minister of Agriculture Jose Abelardo Mai has been holding weekly meetings with his technical teams to stay up to date on the rising cases of New World screwworms in the region. Today, one of these meetings took place in Yo Creek Village. After the meeting, we caught up with Minister Mai and Baja's Managing Director Zoe Robinson-Zatina for the latest update. In short, new cases are popping up in neighboring countries, and experts think it's only a matter of time before Belize sees its first case. Meanwhile, strict surveillance measures are being put in place. News 5's Paul Lopez has the story.
A single case of New World screwworm in Mexico recently prompted the United States to ban cattle imports. Now cases are popping up in larger numbers in neighboring Honduras and Guatemala. During a technical meeting in Orange Walk, Baja's Managing Director Zoe Robinson-Zatina discussed the issue with Minister of Agriculture Jose Abelardo Mai.
First, I want to confirm that we do not have screwworm in Belize, and we are going through active surveillance to make sure that we know the health status of our country. In our surrounding countries, we pay attention specifically to Guatemala because they are the closest to us. And we know that Guatemala right now is reporting 26 cases. And the closest case to us is in the far western area of Petén. And in that region, they have only one reported case. The next closest to us is Honduras, and Honduras is reporting just over 70 cases. And we do believe that Honduras has been doing a really good job at maintaining or controlling the spread in that country.
When the New World screwworm burrows into an animal's flesh, it can cause serious, often fatal damage. Studies show that the rise in reported cases is largely due to the illegal movement of cattle. Interestingly, Belize doesn't import animals, which adds a unique twist to the situation.
There are about 5 important things that you do to keep screwworm out or keep screwworm suppressed. And we did a checklist, those 5 things. The first one is education and awareness. Are we doing it? Yes. Are we doing it to the right people? Yes. Those that live on the periphery and the borders of the country from Guatemala. The second one is control points. Do not move animals from infected areas, or do not move animals if you suspect that they're sick. The third is treat wounds. Are we treating the wounds? Yes. We are telling the farmers now, you cannot have an animal being wounded on the farm and not treating it. You got to treat it. If there's no wounds, the fly cannot lay an egg. If they can't lay an egg, then die. So there's no wounds, there's no flies. 3. The fourth one is report all cases quickly. Take samples and report all cases. And the last is the dispersal of sterile flies.
The New World screwworm poses the greatest threat to the local cattle industry, which is now valued at $100 million, according to Minister Mai. The risk of Mexico and Guatemala banning the import of Belize's cattle is real. Minister Mai recently returned from a working trip to Mexico.
As a matter of fact, the Mexicans have been stopped from exporting cattle to the U.S. Now, this is a serious matter, you know. Right? The USDA office has banned Mexico from exporting cattle into the USA for one screwworm in Petén, southern part of Mexico. So this is how serious people look at the cattle industry. And the Mexican associations that represent 800,000 cattle farmers wrote to the Secretary of Agriculture telling him that asking him to ban us. And I said to them, we are the only country to have a program in place, because the Minister of Agriculture is a screwworm veteran. I know what it is. So we quickly moved to put our resources. And as a matter of fact, the resources that government has put towards screwworm control right now is more than what we get from the region. This is how serious government is looking at this.
Regarding the measures Baja has put in place along the border, Managing Director Zetina mentioned that they've ramped up surveillance at both official and unofficial border points.
We are doing active surveillance, like I said, and we are strengthening our border points, both official and the unofficial. We know it's no secret that we have agricultural goods going through Halacte and through Bullet Tree. What is good for Belize is that we are not importing animals into Belize. It's exportation of animals that we do. But we are strengthening those 2 internal checkpoints for Baja. We're manning them 24 hours, 7 days a week to ensure that there are in fact no animals coming into this country, and also for any vehicles that are passing through those points to ensure that they are free and clear of any material that could transport the pest.
Can Baja monitor pastures that have been cleared illegally by Guatemalans that have incurred on Belizean land along the southern border?
As long as that property is on Belizean territory, then Baja has jurisdiction to do surveillance, and we are doing that at this time.
The Ministry of Agriculture has already drafted an SI to quarantine a particular area in Belize wherever the New World screwworm is detected, and the experts believe that it is only a matter of time before Belize reports its first case.
Worst case scenario, we have a case in Toledo. Plan, block off Toledo, control points in place, which we have already. We have the SI ready, we have everything ready. Block off Toledo, put the control place, 24 hours, quarantine officers, and work that area backwards to the border. pump the area, saturate the area with sterile flies.
What's your response to the notion that it's an inevitable?
It's more than likely true. It is spreading so rapidly through Central America that yes, we believe that it will be introduced in Belize. Like I said, it is people who are moving it. But people can move it through cattle, illegal movement, but they can also be bringing their pets with them, their pet dogs, cats, their pet birds. It can come on the people themselves as well.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
Hello, friends. This is Dr. Bob Roberts with another 60-second sermon from God's Word. The Bible says, Then cometh he to Simon Peter, and Peter saith unto him, Lord, dost thou wash my feet? Jesus answering and said unto him, What I do now thou knowest not, but thou shalt know hereafter. There are so many experiences in life that we just simply do not understand, and sometimes the Lord has to remind us of what he said to Peter. What I am doing now you don't understand, but someday you will understand. Sometimes we just have to take it by faith and trust Him who does understand and is watching over us. A pastor related a story about visiting a lady once in the hospital whom he found lying on her bed weeping. He asked her, What's the matter? She replied by handing him a book that she had received that very day in the mail. It was on divine healing and the power of faith. It appeared that some anonymous person had mailed it to her and had written on the flyleaf, Read this book, it will give you faith to be healed. The patient happened to be a dedicated Christian who trusted God even in the midst of suffering, but her anonymous correspondent thought that a person's faith was defective if it did not result in healing. Now I believe in divine healing and have personally experienced God's miraculous touch in my body. I know that God can heal, but God does not heal us to prove that we have faith. He does so to manifest and magnify His greatness and glory. So if you're going through a crisis that you don't understand, don't give up. Just remember, someday we will understand. Today's 60-second sermon has been presented by Christian Foundations of Faith in cooperation with the Baptist churches in your area.
Cooking just got easier with Kent Oils, your go-to choice for every dish. Available in 3 sizes and 3 great options: vegetable, corn, or canola oil. Perfect for frying, baking, sauteing, or grilling. Kent Oils deliver the quality you trust with a clean, natural flavor for all your cooking needs. Conveniently available at stores near you. Exclusively distributed by Unitex Company Limited.
Hi, I'm Ava.
And I'm Aiden. We're your AI guides to all things NHI.
In this video, we will guide you on how to become an NHI member. You, and if you have a child, must have a Social Security card. To get an SSB card is easy. Visit socialsecurity.org.bz/card-replacement to view the required documents that are needed.
There is a fee of only $5 Belize for a first-time issue and $26 Belize for a replacement card. Newborns can use their mother's SSB card for up to 2 months.
With your SSB card, you and all family members can register at any NHI contracted clinic of your choice.
You and members of your family can now access health care when needed.
Please note that once you are registered with a clinic, you must go to that same clinic when you need medical care. Look out for more NHI guides like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
And the first call of the night is, and remember, don't say hello, say,
Give me 5!
The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 2nd and ends on Friday, December 6th. Give Me 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 2nd to the 6th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and many prizes. Don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say hello. Say, give me 5, give me 5, give me 5.
This Christmas, get into the joy with Uno Fuels. Imagine winning a shiny motorcycle, a brand new 50-inch TV, or grocery coupons to make your holiday shopping easier. The surprises keep coming. All you have to do is visit Uno, and for every $25 on fuel, you'll get a coupon. Fill out and participate. Get a coupon for each quart of Uno lubricants or 2 for a gallon. Visit your nearest Uno gas station today, fill your tank, and drive into Christmas cheer with Uno. Uno, a brand committed with the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
In the heart of Belize, where the dawn greets the docks, every ship and every wave tells our story. We are hardworking, committed to every load, every day. We are meticulous, planning each detail for perfection. We are innovative, always finding new ways to enhance our efficiency. We are resilient, overcoming challenges together as a family. We are the heartbeat of commerce, the strength of this nation. We are the port of Belize. Every ship that docks, every crane that lifts is powered by our spirit. We don't just operate a port, we cultivate a community. We are the port of Belize, proud and strong.
And the first call of the night is, and remember, don't say hello, say,
Give me 5!
The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 2nd and ends on Friday, December 6th. Give Me 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 2nd to the 6th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and many prizes. Don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say hello. Say
Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5.
Hi everyone, my name is Raja Ravan Senegal and I am 11 years old. Distractions such as drinking, answering a phone or text messages, talking to passengers, or paying attention to someone else. When a driver gets distracted and fails to notice a pedestrian crossing the street, this can cause an accident. Speed limits in Belize are reasonable, so drivers should follow them. Be patient and pay attention to avoid accidents.
We are elated and we want to commend BL for this initiative. Our students always want to do more, and we want to thank Raisha for what she has done for the school. We also want to thank BEL because the funds that Raisha won allowed us to have new classroom windows for a lower division building. And as for BEL, again, we commend you, we thank you, we are grateful.
Let's take a journey through the core functions of the Social Security Board. It all starts with registering as an insured person, employer, or self-employed individual. Sign up for a portal account to manage your Social Security information online. Just provide accurate information and click Create. This will give you access to a range of services and benefits. Next, your contribution, along with investments and other income, are collected and distributed into 3 funds. This ensures that the SSB fund is securely utilized to support various benefit programs. The SSB is committed to providing essential benefits such as sickness, maternity, injury, and pension. These benefits are paid out to eligible individuals as a part of the Social Security coverage. We help you navigate through life's challenges with financial security. Annual surplus accumulates to grow the fund each year. This surplus is invested into various industries, contributing to the growth and development of our nation. With each passing year, the fund continues to grow due to the annual surplus and interest revenue earned from prudent investments. This surplus, along with reserves, helps to bolster the SSB fund and provide a safety net for those in need. We've arrived at the end of our journey to better understanding how the SSB works. We remain committed to serving you and building a secure future for all Belizeans.
When a hurricane hits, you want to know you're covered. Take time to review your policy details. Are you adequately covered for hurricane damage? Visit us at 1 Coney Drive in Belize City or one of our convenient countrywide agents. Don't face stormy weather without the right insurance. Having the correct coverage is priceless. Remember, it pays to get it right with RF&G Insurance, a Road Group company.
My name is Nayeli Yakab. I'm the coordinator of the Benga House of Culture Niche. Before the Belize Bank online service, I had to travel to San Ignacio because we don't have a Belize Bank branch in our community. Now with the service, I can conduct my transactions at the office, at the comfort of my home, just anywhere in the world. It has made my life much easier. I would recommend the Belize Bank digital services to everyone and anyone. It gives you back your time, it's highly reliable, it's available 24/7, and it just makes your life easier.
One solution the Ministry of Agriculture is considering to tackle the rise in screwworm cases is setting up a slaughterhouse in Belize. Minister Mai believes that exporting live animals isn't the best approach. Instead, he thinks Belize should benefit much more from exporting premium cuts of meat.
We have to look at what are the options on our table. As I explained to the steering committee today, This could be an opportunity. We can convert this challenge into an opportunity. Exporting cattle on the hoof is not the best thing to do. Exporting a raw product is not the best thing to do. We export cacao beans and we import chocolate. We export corn and import corn chips. We export raw sugar and import Tate and Lyle refined sugar. That's nonsense, right? We export beef and some people in Belize want to import cuts from American sources. So this challenge to us can be converted into an opportunity. It's time for us to look seriously at a slaughtering facility certified that we can export to these same slaughtering facilities our cuts, maybe whole cuts, shoulders, the quarters, right? We can begin with that. The argument is we don't have enough volume to sustain it. Well, let's partner with the same company. Let us look at that. Sucarnia has a slaughtering facility in Nicaragua. So we need to, as a matter of fact, we have a meeting today, 1:30, it's around 1:30 now, with a company who wants to speak to us about that.
The central bank recently announced that inflation is now mainly driven by the rising cost of domestic goods, especially the foods we produce. Minister of Agriculture, Jose Abelardo May, explains that there are several reasons for these increasing and persistent costs. But the biggest culprit, he says, is climate change.
There are a number of reasons why costs go up, right? Last year, at the same time, we had the inflation spike again. Remember that. Same time, the weather patterns. Not only in Belize, but even in Mexico. Excess rainfall has caused losses to the farmers, right? So you have losses, you have less product, you have it's supply and control. You know, it is supply and demand. And so the farmers, right now, I got a call a while ago that farmers in San Carlos, carrots are not looking good. So the farmer would have taken 1,000 pounds, he's taken 500 pounds. His cost gone up, he got losses. So the little carrots he have that are good, he will try to get a better price for it. It's a natural reaction, right? But again, you hear the term climate change over and over again, right? The soybean, we have like, what, 50% of soybean loss right now. So the millers are quick to jump and say, Minister, give us permit to import soybean. I say, wait, buy what the farmer got first, man. Obviously the farmer more limo now because he lost. We live in the humid tropics. We're subject to some of the worst diseases, some of the worst pests, right? Worst conditions to grow crops in. And so last year was the same exact thing.
What sort of relief can the ministry think about offering not only to farmers but to consumers?
One of the things discussed was crop insurance. But it ain't cheap. But there's nothing cheap nowadays.
The cost of living in Belize has been steadily rising, even as it declines in other parts of the world. While the COVID pandemic initially drove up prices on supermarket shelves, those prices have been dropping globally, just not as quickly in Belize. Today, Deputy Prime Minister Cordell Hyde clarified that the government isn't to blame, as they haven't raised a single tax on grocery items. He pointed the finger at the merchants instead. We asked him about the government's efforts to discourage merchants from hiking up their prices.
The government, with the help of the public officers, have been trying to police these grocery stores and trying to crack down on these renegade operators. But we have to do more of that. And we have to make an example of people so that people can understand that you are not supposed to be doing this, and people can understand that the government is fighting this because we have not raised taxes. In fact, we've tried to put money in the hands of Belizeans. We've raised the minimum wage from $3.30 to $5, and that increase got eaten up by the high cost of goods. Now we can understand a few years ago, all of the global prices were affected by COVID and all the disruption in the shipping industry that was caused by that. But that has passed, right? And inflation is dropping across the world, and they say it's dropping here too, but we still are grappling with the high cost of goods. And so these store owners have to get the sense, and government has to do more.
Earlier, we mentioned that the Ministry of Agriculture is working hard to keep Belize free of screwworm. However, there's another issue at hand. A fungal disease called Fusarium has led to ministry to declare a state of emergency in the sugar industry. This disease is reportedly affecting 40,000 acres of sugarcane. So how will this impact the start of the 2024-2025 sugar crop? We asked Minister Mai for his insights.
We declared a state of emergency. We had an SI signed 2 weeks ago declaring a state of emergency. Under the previous act, there was no provision for that. So we had to amend the act to include now plant and animal diseases. So we declared that. One, to try to draw down on resources from our neighbors, from our partners in development. I was at COP29 for the first time in my life, and I went there not to take photographs and to be profiling. I'm not interested in that. My message was very clear. Our farmers are suffering from the effects of climate change. What are we going to do about it? While I was there, I spoke to my team and they presented formally the request from ICA. It's been approved in principle. So what we are just working on is the details of the resources that will come to us to help us find a way to mitigate the effects of fusarium. It has to be a program. It's not a silver bullet. It's a whole program that will integrate, which will include biological control, different cropping systems, integrated pest management. We are talking about biological control. We're talking about new varieties. We're talking now about bringing varieties from Brazil that are resistant to fusarium. So it's a whole different program. So ICA will provide money for that.
So what's the implications on the state of emergency for the start of the sugar season and the sugar?
Well, the crop will begin as soon as weather improves. If there's enough cane out there to start, we will start. We have to continue. The fields that have fusarium will eventually die out.
Today, the Belize City Civic Center buzzed with excitement as owners and managers of micro, small, and medium enterprises gathered for Beltrade's 7th Entrepreneurship Convention. This event marked the grand finale of a year-long celebration of Entrepreneurship Month. Dubbed EntreCon 2024, the convention focused on the theme Powering Small Businesses with Big Data and Artificial Intelligence. News 5's Marian Ali filed this report.
Today, Beltrade wrapped up a year full of activities for micro, small, and medium enterprises. It all kicked off with a countrywide roadshow that connected small business owners with the formal sector, banks, and the advantages of using artificial intelligence. Beltrade's Executive Director, Ishmael Quiros, explained that the convention aimed to bring together everyone involved in micro, small, and medium businesses, along with public and private agencies that support business development.
The idea is to really come together to share information, provide knowledge, provide a networking opportunity, and really have a space to reflect on a specific topic relevant to small business development. Beltrade can always be contacted at beltrade.bz. And we have continuous training and support services on offer. And please feel free to reach out, become a client of the Small Business Development Center, and access the services that are available.
Willana Oldham, the owner of Hot Mamas Belize, spoke at EntreCon today. She shared how her company has expanded over the years, adding more hot sauces and condiments to their lineup, all with the support and guidance of Beltrade.
Over the years, they have really helped me in so many different ways. Going to trade shows, taking my product to trade shows, getting training, just basically opening up a lot of avenues for me. So I totally recommend any entrepreneur out there that's considering, they must get involved with Beltrade because they do bring a lot to the table.
One of the hottest tools in concept and design development right now is artificial intelligence. Deputy Prime Minister Cordell Hyde stepped in for Prime Minister John Bresenio at today's event. Hyde highlighted that AI can significantly boost small businesses and the government is all in on promoting its use for this purpose.
There's so many things the government is doing where AI and big data is concerned for small businesses, and to give these businesses an opportunity to succeed. Like, you can't be left behind, you have to participate, you have to get with the program. AI is here to stay, and so we have to embrace it, we have to navigate it, but we have to try to manage it too, because it can go wrong in a lot of ways, but it can do so many good.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
After the break, will GOB bail Citgo out of garbage woes? But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
In the heart of Belize, where the dawn greets the docks, every ship and every wave tells our story. We are hardworking, committed to every load, every day. We are meticulous, planning each detail for perfection. We are innovative, always finding new ways to enhance our efficiency. We are resilient, overcoming challenges together as a family. We are the heartbeat of commerce, the strength of this nation. We are the port of Belize. Every ship that docks, every crane that lifts is powered by our spirit. We don't just operate a port, we cultivate a community. We are the port of Belize, proud and strong.
And the first call of the night is, and remember, don't say hello, say,
Give me 5!
The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 2nd and ends on Friday, December 6th. Give Me 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 2nd to the 6th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and many prizes. Don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say hello. Say,
Give me 5! Give me 5! Give me 5!
Hi everyone, my name is Raja Ravan Senida and I am 11 years old. Distractions such as drinking, answering a phone or text messages, talking to passengers, or paying attention to someone else. When a driver gets distracted and fails to notice a pedestrian crossing the street, this can cause an accident. Speed limits in Belize are reasonable, so drivers should follow them. Be patient and pay attention to avoid accidents.
We are elated and we want to commend BL for this initiative. Our students always want to do more, and we want to thank Raisha for what she's done for the school. We also want to thank BEL because the funds that Raisha won allowed us to have new classroom windows for a lower division building. And as for BEL, again, we commend you, we thank you, we are grateful.
The Belize City Council has faced this issue many times before, struggling to pay its garbage collection fees. It seems the problem has resurfaced, and the central government might need to step in. Today, Deputy Prime Minister Cordell Hyde explained that City Hall experiences peak and slow seasons for collections. And as it enters a slow season, it is having trouble meeting its commitments. However, he does not support introducing a garbage tax on residents to cover the shortfall.
There's a time of the year when they collect a lot of money, and there's a time of the year when they don't. And then usually they have problems meeting their bills in the times when they don't. But if you've had the contract, for as long as you've had the contract, and there's no other business in town, there's no other game in town, then you have to be able to sit down and reason and work through these things. Like, you shouldn't get here. And then, I mean, the city's dirty as it is, even with the garbage being picked up on a regular basis. So something's going to have to give. So I think central government is going to have to sit with local government and find out exactly what is the situation and see where we can move from here.
Will you advocate or suggest a garbage tax?
Well, we're not there. We've not been there for the last 6 years. I don't see why we would have to go there now. We just have to figure out how to pay our bills and make sure that we are consistent with that. I mean, they've been doing it for the last 6 years. I see no reason why they should be, why they can't continue to do that without a garbage tax. So I'm not advocating for any garbage tax at all.
Earlier this week, a flyer promoting businessman Lee Mark Chan as a UDP candidate for Mesopotamia started making the rounds online. The idea of a Tracy Panton supporter potentially challenging incumbent area representative Moses Shinebarrow grabbed the public's attention. However, Mark later denied any prior knowledge of the flyer and didn't confirm his candidacy. We spoke with Freetown area rep Francis Fonseca to get his reaction to his former opponent's potential run.
What do you think of your former opponent, Lee Mark, supposedly, seemingly thinking about running in Mesa?
Interesting development. I really, honestly, have not had an opportunity to pay much attention to the ongoing circus in the UDP. But obviously, that development, if it takes place, would be another very serious layer in terms of this drama that's playing out for us. So we'll have to wait and see.
Ralston Fraser is a familiar face to Belmopan residents. As the former city administrator and a past councillor, he's now stepping up as the standard bearer for Belmopan under Moses Shinebarrow's leadership. Today, he told News 5 that he's been a loyal UDP member for many years and feels it's time to serve the community in a new way. We asked him about his chances, especially with his party in disarray and an election likely less than a year away.
With God, all things is possible. Humanly speaking, and according to the current situation under which the UDP exists and so forth, one would more than likely conclude that our chances of winning is not very good. But I firmly believe, like have been seen before in history, in political arenas, including in Belize, that political parties, things can turn, a switch can be flicked, and things can turn, and the UDP can become a quite formidable entity over the next, whatever month, for whenever the PN calls election. So I think the chances of winning is always left to a day-to-day situational position. If we can get ourselves together, I firmly believe within the next month, 2 months, I believe, if we have that much time, I believe we can make a mark.
But the UDP is going through a lot of internal warfare right now.
Unfortunately, yes.
And so the voters are saying out there, well, it's not even a strong opposition. How will it make a strong government?
Well, I'll tell you this. When a strong person is sick, the strong person has become not strong because he or she is sick, but with the right medication, with the right doctors, with the right prognosis and so forth, that person can recover and can recover quite speedily and become that strong person that they were just days before they got sick. So for me, being weak is not a permanent state. Being weak is a situation that can change with the correct importation of what you need.
Land clinics were a hit when Plan Belize announced that the PUP government would make it easier for first-time landowners to get a piece of land. But it's been a while since we've heard any updates. Today, the media asked the Minister of Natural Resources, Cordell Hyde, about the progress. He admitted that the tedious process has been taking a toll on him.
Land clinics have slowly been killing me. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. We've had so many clinics all over the country, but it is how we carry them upon to the people of Belize. It's how we make the services that are far out of reach of ordinary people accessible to them. And lots of time, like Monday I was in Belmpan, sat with a family for an hour and a half solving a problem. An hour and a half. Normally you don't get to do that, but that problem won't be.
Earlier this week, Belize's ambassador to Guatemala, Jose Alpuche, met with Guatemalan officials at the municipal office of Melchor de Mencos. They tackled several pressing issues, including border security, transportation, and energy. Today, Minister of Foreign Affairs Francis Fonseca shared more details about these important discussions.
It was just a part of his normal duties. He engages with these communities. We're always looking for opportunities to strengthen our cooperation and ties. And we've been looking at border issues in particular, trade issues. So that's essentially what he was doing.
And a part of it that they had mentioned was electricity, but someone mentioned that in Belize we have our own issues with electricity. So how would that work?
Yeah. Well, it's all a part of our our plan for developing more sustainable alternatives, energy alternatives, renewable energy. So there are many people in the private sector, both here and outside of Belize, in the region, who are interested in what is happening here in Belize, in providing energy, not only to Belize, but to the region. So that's what he was talking about. That's what they were talking about. A sort of fact-finding mission to determine exactly how we can address these issues and look at possible projects, especially as you mentioned in the area of renewable energy.
When we return, bridging the gaps in education caused by COVID-19.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed...
It's here! The biggest sale of the year. Get ready to find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our Happy Sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a professional contractor or a DIY enthusiast sprucing up your home, we got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Now is the perfect time to give your wall a fresh look. Get 20% off paint and a whopping 25% off paint supplies. But wait, there's more. From our stylish light fixtures to fans and AC, we got everything you need to elevate your space. Now at 25% off. And for the finishing touch, check out our wide selection of tiles, where you will surely find the tile to match your style, all at 25% off. Plus, with 30 to 50% off selected items, you will find what you need at a price that will surely make your pocket smile. We also sell sand and gravel, blocks, roofing, and so much more. Yes, you can get all your materials from construction start to finish right here at Builders Hardware. Don't miss out on our happy deals. Tell your friends, tell your family. Come visit us, save big with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Builders Hardware in Belmopan. This is your happy place.
We think our customers are awesome!
Upcoming enhancements to My Social Security. The new healthcare provider feature seamlessly connects healthcare providers, insured persons, and employers to facilitate the payment of sickness benefits. Here are the enhancements. Registered healthcare providers will create and submit online medical certificates using their healthcare provider accounts. Insured persons will receive a link to view the medical certificate to complete and submit their sickness benefit claim. And employers will receive an email notification of their employee's sickness claim. Also, the insured person and their employer will receive a copy of the claim decision letter after review. Healthcare providers, insured persons, and employers are encouraged to create a portal account to access and benefit from these new services on My Social Security at ssbportal.org.bz. My Social Security online portal. Social Security at your fingertips.
What about I want today? I recently do a red girl video. I get more views than Harriet. And you know one person had the nerve to post that I am not even a red girl? I mean, like, what that mean anyway?
Well, here what about me? Every time I go buy meat pie, and I go, so, nothing in there. Nothing. So this is my issue. I over 18. I don't want no one artist. And you could believe my man still expect me for wash dishes? Look at time for that. I owe them for dishes. Yes.
And you, sir?
Well, I don't really got their kind of problems, you know. Ever since I switched to DJ and signed up for my unlimited postpaid plan, life stress-free. Nothing bother me or my connection no more.
Belize, get ready. In your kitchen, Belize Edition is bringing you simple, healthy, delicious meals made just for you. Join Chef Ainsley and our team of nutritionists as they show you how to turn local favorites into nutritious, tasty dishes. Plus, discover the amazing health benefits of everyday foods right from your kitchen. Join us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 5 for healthier cooking that's easy and fun. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, with support from Taiwan ICDF, making healthy cooking a Belizean tradition.
Call of the night is. And remember, don't say hello. Say,
Give me 5.
The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 2nd and ends on Friday, December 6th. Give Me 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 2nd to the 6th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and many prizes. Don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say, hello. Say,
Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5.
All Saints Anglican is now officially a doodle learning school. It's been 4 years since the COVID-19 pandemic turned our world upside down, forcing communities into isolation and pushing education online. This shift left many young children with gaps in their learning. Today, there's good news. The Ministry of Education donated several Chromebooks to the school, allowing students to fully participate in the doodle learning program. This innovative initiative gives students the chance to boost their math and English skills. Here's News 5's Brittany Gordon with more details.
Early childhood development is crucial, as these years lay the foundation for a child's entire academic journey, especially when it comes to learning how to read. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic forced schools to shift to online classrooms, which hindered many children's academic progress. Today, the Ministry of Education took a big step to address this by handing over doodle learning tablets to All Saints Anglican Primary School in Belize City. This initiative aims to bridge the gaps left in the wake of the pandemic.
During COVID, we lost some time, even though we had online classes. And so when we had done even our own internal assessments, we know that how some students are behind. And so this program will aid in terms of being able to fill the gaps that are there so that our students will be able to be at level.
The tablets are equipped with math and English lessons targeted for Standard 4 students. The program is licensed by the school for 1 year, so that the current Standard 3 students will benefit as well when they advance to Standard 4.
Students in that age group of say 10 to 12 were most affected. And then it also highlighted, no surprise to us, it also highlighted that in these foundational areas of math and language, reading, spelling, the timetable, those things were specific areas that were identified as areas that were weak. And those are obviously foundational subjects and foundational areas. So we had to come up with a plan to target that, and this is a part of that response. It's not, obviously it's a part of a much larger response to this issue that has been ongoing for many years.
The project, sponsored by the International Development Bank, is set to expand and reach students across the country.
It's going to target 6,000 students across the country from 70 different schools, 70 government and grant-aided schools. It's going to be for a 3-year period, certainly in the first instance. So it's a good initiative, and the whole idea is to take a very sort of interactive, fun, experiential kind of approach to learning, because we know that that's how young people today learn.
Recent graduates of the school were not able to benefit from the program, as it was launched after their graduation. Estrada assures us that while these children were at the school, they received all the extra help the school could offer at the time.
One of the things that we at this institution tried as much to do during that period was that we had the Google Suite, and even up to the point that we had here whereby we were able to lend students computer to be able to take home, so there won't be that much of a deficiency, okay? So I could tell you that how, while we were going through COVID during that time, we, because of a donor and our barrier, he had repurposed some funds, and we were able to get computers, and so we were able to loan them to our students who were in Standard 5 and 6 at the time.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
St. Joseph RC Primary School is on a mission to educate the next generation of STEAM experts. Today, the school received 40 robotic kits and other supplies from the Ministry of Education. This generous donation is part of FIFA's Digital Education Program, a 3-year initiative introducing computer science and robotics to primary schools worldwide. Belize is the first country in the region to participate, representing one of 6 continents. At the ceremony earlier today, Minister of Education Francis Fonseca explained how Belizean students will benefit from this exciting project.
This is, as I said, a collaborative effort between Government of Belize, Ministry of Education, Football Federation of Belize, and the FIFA Foundation. So the whole objective is that we're trying to, of course, continue the work of ensuring that we're equipping our students and teachers with competencies in programming, robotics, computing. So this is a program, we're doing it here at St. Joseph's today, but it will affect about 10,000 students across the country. 300 teachers are being trained. So the entire objective of the program is, as I said, to ensure that our students are equipped with the knowledge and skills they need to fully participate in this new world of technology.
And we heard them say on the podium that Belize was the country chosen for this entire continent. How did that come about?
Yeah, that's very interesting. It really, we have to give credit to Prime Minister Briceño. He had a meeting with both the president and chairman of FIFA in New York, I think about 2 years ago. And so that really was the beginning of this process. He established that personal contact with them, and so it was out of that relationship that Belize was eventually chosen, and so we followed up on that. So we have to give credit to Prime Minister.
It's that time of the year again when we come together to spread some holiday cheer to kids who might not be as fortunate. Many groups are raising funds to buy toys for children who otherwise wouldn't get any gifts. Traffic safety activist Philip Fada Henry dropped by our office to ask for donations for his Christmas toy drive and party. He also had a special request for the Belize City Council on the day he plans to kick off his toy drive.
The Christmas party comes up it's actually the 20th of December. Basically, I am all over the city at this time to try to gain 500 toys for 500 children who will be happy for this Christmas. I am here at Channel 5 also to pledge to Channel 5 to be a part of this initiative to make children happy. The reason for this Christmas party is for the Cinderella Plaza area to be closed off by the traffic department. I appeal to the mayor of Belize City for closing off of the Cinderella Plaza, whereby all these children will gather on the 20th of December, which is a day of fun, you know. I'm appealing to the entire community, across the different community. I will also have 36 elderly women. Why I will have 36 elderly women? These are the women who, grandmothers who take children to school and pick them up back. We found 36 elderly ladies who have been doing great over the year. And coming to the end of the year, I will do a makeover of these ladies. They will get a full makeover, dress well, and they will be taken out for dinner and also receive a pantry for their home as well, and gift by different business community. Miss Marian, I'm appealing to everybody to try to throw in a toy to be a part of this initiative so that we doesn't have a child left out. The toy is going to be from a female and male. So a girl toy or a boy toy. If you cannot give a toy, we are asking you to please donate to my phone number, which is 600-1288. My name is Philip Fada Henry. I also want to show that I have received a donation from the Princess Ramada Hotel, an overnight stay with breakfast and dinner, and also 5 tickets to go into the casino. This is a $580 gift, and I will be raffling it for $10. So somebody will get the opportunity to go either with their husband and wife or either with their sister for this day of Christmas. It's valid up to 2025 October.
This year, Belize Electricity Limited, BEL, faced a lot of heat over the dreaded load shedding. Those planned outages when the power supply can't keep up with demand. But today, BEL held a media session to shed some light on their efforts to boost capacity. Emmanuel Petch, BEL's Senior Corporate Communications Officer, shared that one of their big moves is swapping out streetlights for energy-efficient LED ones. He assured everyone that the company is taking steps to ensure they can meet the power demands by 2025.
We know that energy has been a topic, a heated topic in the media recently, particularly because of the year that we've had with all the challenges. But we want to reiterate that we remain optimistic that we will be able to meet our customers' energy needs into 2025. Of course, 2025 won't be without its challenges.
What makes BEL sure that what you have acquired or can acquire or secure will meet 2025's demands?
Well, again, I refer back to the presentation. As you may have heard, we are in a much better position today. Actually, 33%. We have improved by 33% our in-country capacity. And we continue to implement different initiatives on the demand side management of things. As you may have heard, one of the projects we're working on is the replacement of street lights countrywide to LED. And that was just one example of the initiatives that we're doing on demand side management. The other aspect of it is informing our customers, with your help as well, the media. We had an energy management activity that you guys were able to participate in and could have acknowledged how different small initiatives, that small acts at home or at the office, can create a big impact in reducing your overall demand. So it's a combination of many things. BEL has its plan. We are doing our part.
The National AIDS Commission celebrated World AIDS Day today in Belize City. Although the official date is December 1st, they held the event today since the first falls on a Sunday. This year's theme is Take the Right Path. We caught up with Enrique Romero, the executive director, to discuss some of their successes and the barriers that still exist in accessing services.
Orleans Day is observed on December 1st every year, and this year it falls on a Sunday, so we decided today, Friday, to observe it under the theme Take the Rights Path, which basically focuses on the whole issue of human rights as a strategy or as the need in order for us to be able to make a significant dent and impact on the HIV response. The government of Belize has been providing the medications free of cost for some years now, other commodities such as condoms, lubricants and so forth. So to end the HIV response will require strategies and innovative interventions that go beyond the biomedical approach. And evidence and data has shown us that one of the key strategies to ending the epidemic is through a rights-based approach, a human rights approach, because we need, in order for us to end AIDS, we need to eliminate all the barriers that prohibit persons from accessing services. In my presentation earlier, I spoke about young men being affected by HIV and getting young men to access HIV services. So those are the things that we need to ensure. And in tandem with that, we need to ensure that we remove the barriers. For example, one of the critical barriers we have right now is the fact that young people can consent to having sexual intercourse at the age of 16, but cannot access services, health services until they're 18. So that in itself, that disparity in itself creates a huge barrier.
Up next, in tonight's episode of The Bright Side, we explore the luxury of handcraft.
The Institute of Creative Arts and the Bliss Center for the Performing Arts present Baroque Macachista, a spectacular dance showcase that celebrates the artistry and vibrant energy of Belize's dance community. Join us on Friday, November 29th at 7:30 p.m. and Saturday, November 30th at 4 p.m. for two unforgettable performances featuring a dynamic lineup of dance performances from across the country. Tickets are just $25 on sale at the Bliss, and every purchase supports the Bliss Theater. Don't wait! Secure your seat today. Sponsors are the National Institute of Culture and History and Atlantic Insurance. Baroque Macachista. Catch the rhythm. Experience the culture. For tickets, visit the Bliss Box office or call 227-2110. Don't miss it.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls, plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
And the first call of the night is, and remember, don't say hello, say,
Give me 5!
The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 2nd and ends on Friday, December 6th. Give Me 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 2nd to the 6th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and many prizes. Don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say hello. Say
Give me 5! Give me 5! Give me 5!
Belize, get ready. In Your Kitchen, Belize Edition is bringing you simple, healthy, delicious meals made just for you. Join Chef Ainsley and our team of nutritionists as they show you how to turn local favorites into nutritious, tasty dishes. Plus, discover the amazing health benefits of everyday foods right from your kitchen. Join us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 5 for healthier cooking that's easy and fun. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, with support from Taiwan ICDF, making healthy cooking a Belizean tradition.
When we think of handcrafted items in Belize, luxury isn't usually the first thing that comes to mind. Instead, we often see them as souvenirs, simple keepsakes rather than high-end bespoke pieces that celebrate craftsmanship and exclusivity. However, in many parts of the world, luxury and handmade craftsmanship go hand in hand. The story behind each creation, the meticulous attention to detail, and the artistry involved add immense value to every piece. While mass-produced items focus on efficiency and affordability, custom, handmade creations stand out for their intentionality and unique value. This philosophy is at the core of Emilio Pereira's business. He is dedicated to showcasing the luxury in handcrafted artistry, sharing the rich stories behind each piece, and promoting sustainability. Here's more of what we discovered in this week's look on the bright side. Inside this lively studio, designer and artisan Emilio Pereira is fully absorbed in his work, carefully putting the finishing touches on his latest commission piece.
Because of this hot water.
The soft sound of history podcasts fills the air, perhaps guiding his thoughts as he reflects on a journey that started over a decade ago.
It started off as a men's line, and eventually, like, a lot of people were asking me for gifts for their husbands, for their boyfriends, and it was mostly Belizeans. Like 80% of my customer base was Belizean, and my workshop was in Antigua.
Emilio Pereira's journey began in Guatemala, where he pursued civil engineering at the university level. But it didn't take long for him to find his true calling. He traded in blueprints and calculations for the deeply fulfilling craft of an artisan, where his passion could truly flourish.
I moved to Guatemala in 2009 to study civil engineering, And throughout that process, I realized it wasn't for me. There, I moved to Lake Atitlan, and in Lake Atitlan, moving around with the different people that were living there. And Lake Atitlan is essentially an artisan, how do you say, it's like a plaza because it's like a massive lake with volcanoes around, and there's 12 villages around the lake, and each village is responsible for a certain craft. After a while, I realized like I could do it on my own. And so I branched off and started doing Emilio. It's like side projects, Emilio Pereira, because a lot of people, locals here in Belize, reached out to me in Guatemala and asking me for gifts, you know, like wallets. Because I started off as a men's line, you know, yeah, things that I liked. So I made like wallets, belts, shoes, bags, and that. And I would come back home, and people would see my stuff, and they would order.
Initially focused on men's products and high-quality craftsmanship, Emilio found new opportunities for growth as women began requesting custom pieces. This broader audience helped the business thrive.
Like it took a turn when like these women would ask me, you know, can I make a bag? Can I do this? Can I do that? And then I was like, okay. When I started doing that, they were asking me for another color, and I was like, there's something here. And it's more beautiful because, again, working with other handbag companies, I could see the creativity in material use. You know, like you could use the fabrics, and now you know, you could use an array of different materials in constructing these designs.
Every part of Emilio Pereira's work is crafted by hand, from carefully choosing the materials to the intricate stitching of the leathers. His process is so detailed and precise that he can tell you the exact number of stitches in each piece, showcasing the dedication and craftsmanship that goes into every creation.
One of the things that really shocked me was that you said you don't use a sewing machine.
No.
In this case, this handbag that you just showed had 500 stitches, but that was 500 stitches
by hand.
By hand.
Yes.
A decade later, after navigating growing pains and even an identity crisis, Emilio Pereira looks back and reflects on just how far he has come. His experiences beyond his home country and his deep appreciation for handmade work have shown him the true value and luxury that are often overlooked in handmade art.
Like I saw something that I saw something out there, and I knew that I could contribute here in Belize because the luxury industry was changing and shifting, you know, especially like in Europe, in Asia, like all the, in America, all these societies are gearing towards handmade. And since I was around in this industry for a long time, and the conversations and I foresaw like the future of handmade, and the future was green.
Pereira puts sustainability at the core of his work, using raw materials sourced from all over the country. He believes this approach adds both value and uniqueness to his creations, allowing each piece to tell its own story.
So I had to get creative with the materials and making these bags, and that's when I went outsourcing and looking for other alternatives. And I saw like I hit a whole new like dimension in the creative industry because the forest gives so much, you know, nuts, seeds, and we have all of these heritage crafts, traditional crafts that I didn't even know that we had. You know, all these artisans, like hole-in-the-wall artisans, because you don't even know they exist because they're just like by word of mouth or they're on the side of the street. And so it's just like literally going down and investigating, researching, and finding these people and working with them over time and seeing how the material works with the designs that I want. It's not about the piece, but the process, you know, and the base materials, where it comes from. You know, all these questions lead up. If you could know where all of these pieces comes and like the hands that made it, it's like the ultimate luxury for me. You know, and I could trace where the leather comes from, where the coconut comes from, the hands that made it, you know, all that, the story of the pieces is what sells, one, and two is what's important. And all along, it goes along with the sustainability factors then that we need to know, like the chain of production. And so like it's just having all of this in mind and being in full control of that. And to do that, I needed to have everything based here.
In the end, it's the dedication to quality, sustainability, and storytelling that sets Emilio Pereira's handmade creations apart. Each piece is more than just a luxury item. It's a testament to rich heritage, exceptional craftsmanship, and a deep connection to the land and people of Belize. Looking on the bright side, I'm Sabrina Daly. And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook, and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, have a happy and safe weekend. Good night.